Hello, everyone. It is Briximus Prime back at it again for another Transformers video. And today I am going to be unboxing, as you can see from the title, the new Optimus Prime toy. Just double checking that everything is functioning properly as it should. Also, I'm trying to do a community post on, letting people know that I am live. Yep, there it is. Fantastic. Okay. All right, then. All right, well, this is the Transformers Haslab Omega Prime. Omega Prime is the fourth Haslab ever made from Hasbro for Transformers. First one was Haslab Unicron. Second one was the Haslab Starsaber. Third one was the Haslab Deathsaurus. Then we got this guy. And then our fifth one was just earlier this year. It was the Haslab Lio Kaiser Combiner one. And again, this is just the current one. Also, this box is a lot bigger than I thought. I did not realize the Omega Prime was going to be in a shipper box this big. But yeah, this makes the unboxing even more exciting. I don't know if anyone will actually join in on this stream or not. Again, I'm just kind of doing this right now. And again, I'm just double checking that everything's working because I've made a fool of myself on other times in the past where, like, for example, where you can't even hear my audio, or there's been other times where no one just flipping shows up because I realized I privated the live stream and went live anyway and didn't realize it till afterwards. And so, like, I've had stuff like that happen to me all the time. And so I'm just trying to double check right now to make sure that everything is working because I don't want to be made to look like a fool. So yeah, looks like everything's fine. All right. Hey, how's it going, Ty Glasses Kun? But yeah, I've got the Haslab Omega Prime, and we are going to unbox it. That ain't a knife. This is a knife. Okay. Also, I'm going to angle the camera a little bit lower so it's easier to kind of see the... Also, I'm going to take these off so I can actually see the chat. All right. Yeah, I'm doing the camera a little bit lower so it's easier to actually see the actual unboxing. And yeah, they packed this thing pretty well. Ooh, you know how long I've been waiting for this? I'm about to make a name for myself here. That was a terrible impression, but you guys get the idea. Okay. Some bits of cardboard in the way. So, guess what? It's a box in a box. So, we're going to have to put this down and slide it out. That's what she said. There we go. Dang, this thing is heavy. It's a lot heavier than I thought it would be, because I didn't think Omega Prime looked like that heavy of a toy, but here we are. All right. Again, those promotional images for the Omega Prime make it seem like it was smaller than it actually was. I didn't realize how big some of the figures actually were. Ooh, I'm already seeing some of the artwork on the packaging. Okay. Now we have the reveal. Yeah. There's more cardboard in the way. There we go. Now you can see it. Look at that. Look at that! Yeah. Okay. Okay, here we are. It's upside down, isn't it? Fudge. Anyway, here it is. Look at that artwork. That looks beautiful. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. And then on the side, we got a bit of artwork for Optimus Prime. On this side, we have Ultra Magnus. Dang. And then on the back, we got promo images on the back for the Omega Prime box set. Oh, and not entirely sure when I'll do a review on this. Still unsure. It'll probably be soon, but there's some promo images on the bottom right there. Okay, let's get this thing opened. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure when I'll get around to reviewing this figure, but I will get around to it, that's for sure. I've reviewed the Haslab Starsaber and Deathsaurus, and so this one will get reviewed eventually. The only problem is I know for a fact this review is going to take me a minute, because every Haslab video I've done, the previous two, they have been really long, tedious videos to put together, but I still end up having fun in the end. But, like, you know, so I'm just saying, it's going to be a minute for me to actually get around to start recording it, and then it's going to take me a minute to actually, like, finish the recording and edit this video. But anyway, let's at least just focus on the unboxing for now. Okay, so here's the inside. We've got a bunch of different smaller boxes in there. We're just gonna set this down right here and then open them up one at a time. So I'm assuming these are labeled in a numeral order because I noticed they have letters here. I don't know if there's a particular order to this. I guess best place to start would be at the top. Or I guess, let's start small. Let's start with the smallest box. Do it this way. It says Transformers. Whoa. The Matrix Blade. What the flip? This thing is huge and long. That's what she said. Holy crap. The hell does that say? It has this like squished up Cybertronian text on it. It looks kind of funny. Give me a moment. Oh, dang. There we go. Look at that blade. Also, in the promo images, they made this thing look really thin. It's a lot sturdier in person. And then I need these bits as well. Okay. So I guess that's the first box of this. I'll set that over there for now. All right, let's put this together real fast. So if I remember correctly, you're supposed to go like this. And there you have it. There you have the Matrix Blade. I can literally hold this as a dagger. Like, this is literally a really big weapon that it's, like, big enough for me to wield. That is insane. Like, here, just for comparison, here is the Deluxe Transformers Legacy Deluxe, funny enough, RID 2001 Sideburn. Look at how big the blade is to him. Look at how much it dwarfs this little deluxe class figure. Like, what in the hell? Well, there's the Matrix Blade. Now let's move on to the one I was going to grab originally, this one. again, got the Transformers logo. Now we will fold it open. Open sesame! Ooh. I'm assuming this was supposed to be the first box because the instructions are in here, and I'm assuming they wanted you to look at these first. Yeah, we got the instructions. We have the Blue Bolts figure right here, which is a much bigger action figure than I thought. And then they have the big display base in multiple segments, as you can see. Hell yeah. All right, well, let's at least start with Blue Bolts really quick. Get some of the figure out of there. Yeah, this Blue Bolts is a lot bigger than I thought he was going to be. Blue Bolts is literally like the size of... Because in the promo images, they made it seem like Blue Bolts was going to be like a little Legends class toy or like a little Target Master, but no. Blue Bolts is like a full-on deluxe class size toy. Like here, again, let me bring in this guy for comparison. Look at how big Blue Bolts is. Like, what the heck? It's a full-on deluxe class. Even being slightly chunkier. Like, it's like... What the hell? Alright, that is awesome. Fold down the toes properly. Dang. There's all kinds of joints on Blue Bolts here. Jeez. This is really nice. Yeah, of course, we haven't gotten around to Ultra Magnus and Optimus yet because I sure hope they're not broken. Actually, you know what? I'm going to move these guys over. I'm going to save this for a minute. I actually want to double check the Optimus Prime right now. Just for the sake of, saving me the headache and the worry, I want to double check the Optimus and the Magnus. So let's go ahead and take a look. I believe this is the Magnus. Yes, it is. Okay. Ooh. That looks beautiful. That vac metal chrome pieces. Oh my gosh, those look beautiful. Anyway, getting Magnus out of there. Come hither, Ultra Magnus. Alright, where are his shins? Also, his face is looking a little iffy there. But from what I'm initially seeing here on the gray, seems to look pretty okay. Yeah, because I saw a couple images of people posting online of some of their figures were like yellowing and because they got left out in the sun or blah, 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 blah. And so I was just really curious to know what he was going to look like when he showed up. And yeah, my Magnus seems to look fine. The gray looks completely normal. So hopefully it'll stay that way. So, all right, well, there's Magnus. I'll get that plate on there here in just a second. I just want to get Optimus out there and see what's going on with him real quick. So there's the Ultra Magnus. Come on. Reseal back up, please. Seal back up. Back up, seal. There we go. Okay, now let's get this bit out of there with Optimus Prime. Wow. You can't see it very well. All right, Optimus Prime. Also, we have more vac metal gold, the metallic parts. All right, Optimus Prime, come to Papa. Come to Papa, you big boy. Okay, so we've got his little blaster / water hose piece. Get that from out of there if I can. There we go. Ooh, boy. Where does the chest panel go in this mode? Also, give me these. I'm going to cut off this plastic. Also, this is a big toy, by the way. This is a really big fire truck. Come on. Ooh, look at that fire truck. Oh, yeah, boy. That looks amazing. Well, so far, so good. All right, let me just set him down right there, and then I'll clean up this packaging. So let me move that over there. So far, so good. Thankfully, mine doesn't seem to have any issues so far. And then let's put these back real quick. Okay, I'm going to move this down there. Now let's get the display stand out. Holy hell. All right, so here's the instructions. I'm sure the instructions have, directions on how to put together the stand properly, though I don't think it's going to be that hard to figure out. Oh, there's multiple sets of instructions. All right. That can go into there. Okay, let's see. This has the stand. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Why the freak is it this big? They should have just made a booklet at this point. All right, let's see. So... Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. They included at the last minute, before the campaign closed, at the last minute, they threw in a little Titan Master. They threw in a little Titan Master Cerebros. He has he's a little headmaster. If it'll focus. If it'll focus. If it will focus. Okay. It doesn't want to focus, apparently. Hey, how's it going? Is for me? No. I mean, unless you want to give him a kiss. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, there's Cerebro. Hell yeah. All right. Yeah, just a little bonus headmaster thing that they threw in. Cool. Put him over there. All right, let's figure out how to put together this stand. So, okay, pretty straightforward. All right. So first off, we've got that piece there. We've got one of these end pieces here. This just goes here on this end like so. Kind of caps off the end of that road right there. Heck yeah. All right. That's the first layer. Now the second. Oh, okay. So we've we've got 2 display stand arms. I will set those to the side for now. Right now, I'm just trying to put together the road part. Need both hands for this. There we go. So here's the other road bit. Come on. This thing's being impossible. Hold on. This thing is being difficult. Also, these belong to blue bolts. Put those with you. Instructions right there. There. Yeah, for some reason this piece doesn't want to come out. There we go. And then you're supposed to hook these together. All right. So here's kind of that road kind of display base that kind of forms a road. And again, this is so you can have kind of this displayed like so. Yeah, these things are a lot bigger than I thought they were going to be. Like, this is really impressive. Like, what the hell? Anyway, all right, well, there's kind of the start of the display stand. Let me put this back. Come on, go back. All right, well, that's pretty much everything taken out of the box now. So cool. This is now can just be set to the side. So here is the display stand. That's Ultra Magnus's instructions and blue bolts. Okay, we'll look over that in a second. So, Optimus Prime. Heck yeah. So this guy has all kinds of features. It'll flip out missiles and cannons up there on the ladder. And again, another incredible thing about this fire truck mode is it's like a fully operational like fire truck toy. You can lift up the actual ladder back here. And also the ladder can extend, to my knowledge. Yes, it can. I think you have to... Yeah, it just says pull on it. How do you extend the thing? How to extend, please. Not entirely sure how this is supposed to work. Yeah, not entirely sure on how this is supposed to extend, but it is supposed to extend somehow. It just says slide it, but it's not wanting to slide. That is so weird. Oh, geez, there we go. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Freaking scared me. Yeah, there's the ladder fully extended. That is really massive. Like, what the fudge, man? This thing's gigantic. That's what she said. What was that? Oh. Heck yeah. Yeah, by the way, this pack costs like $250. What the hell? Ooh, I see the chest area. It's concealed in there. It is hidden from me. I need to be able to see that so I can make sure that this prime is not in need of desperate repair. I'm not initially seeing any strain on it, so it should be fine for now, but anyway, before I continue with the Optimus, let me real quick get the Ultra Magnus situated with the rest of the parts. You know, because he's missing his front right here. So let me get that real quick. Ooh. Also, where do the silver bits go? Okay, yeah. Woo-hoo. That is so shiny. Like, that is so shiny, it's not even funny. Like, what the flip? It's so gleamy. All right, so this tabs into there somehow. What the freak just happened? Oh, there we go. Okay, and then these fold down. Are you kidding me? Come on. Oh my gosh. Am I even doing this right? Okay, there we go. Now it's actually like tabbed in. That took a little bit more force than I thought. All right. There we go. Look at that. He has that nice gleamy front for Ultra Magnus. That looks a lot better. Hell yeah. All right, so where did these go? There's these silver... Oh, these are just for the... These are the head thingies, the head antenna for the prime head. Those will just be stuck back there, like that. Cool. Now I need to figure out where Ultra Magnus keeps the... here we go. Okay. Stored here in this part of the head. Or this part of the cab, I meant. Wait, what? Huh? It just wants you to what? Oh, that's interesting. Interesting. Wants me to slide this open like that. Now I need to access this part. By what? Just simply folding it? Yeah, it just wants me to flip it open. Oh, there it is. There's the Omega Prime head, which requires the gold pieces. There we are. Okay, and then this can just stow away after it folds up. Come on. There we go. All right, well, that's been stored away. Got all the chrome gold bits onto everything. Now the next step is to transform everybody, I guess, into their respective robot modes. I don't know if I want to go as far as to get the combined form done. Here's what I'll do. I'll get Optimus Prime and Magnus into their individual robot modes, and then I'll do Optimus Prime's like souped up mode, but I won't do the full combined Omega Prime, like, full combined form between both of them. At least not today. Not right now. All right, let's at least start with Optimus. I kind of want to start with Magnus more. Kind of want to say, plus he's already kind of partway there, so I guess might as well. So I need these instructions. All right, how does Magnus's instructions begin? Okay, so it wants me to turn this over. Oh, gosh. What the freak? He separates into two halves? What the fudge? Okay. Guess we're doing this. All right. So I have to do what? What in the freak? Oh gosh, what the freak? Oh, interesting. Interesting. That is so weird. What am I supposed to do with this? I am already confused, and we're only a couple steps in. Oh man. What the hell? These instructions are very confusing, even with them being in full color. These are still really confusing. Oh. I see. Okay. Okay, interesting. Okay then. So that's foot number 1 then. That's leg number 1. I have the leg done. All right. Figured it out. We figured it out. Just be patient with me. I am a dumbass. All right, so this has to extend. Come on. How in the fudge? See, now that I've got the hang of it the first time, it wasn't that hard, actually. I'm just stupid. All right, there is Magnus's pants. I know, I hope mine doesn't have QC issues either. I sure hope mine doesn't have QC issues either. Also, thank you to Popular Bald Kid for the 99 cents. You're my first ever live stream super thanks, I think. I believe so. Well, thank you. Sorry, I was not paying attention to the chat at all until just now. So Thank you. I was not paying attention at all. I have been here swamped in instructions. Okay. Now I've got to focus on this end. So you have to undo the thing I just did. And then you have to what? Oh, interesting. You have to like slide it up, and then it covers these up. Fascinating. Huh. All right. Now what? Also, this does not look like how it's supposed to in the instructions. There we go. I think that's how it's supposed to be. There we go. That's better. I have to do... Oh! Oh, gosh. Jeez. What the hell? Ah, here's the part that people were saying was yellowing. Yeah, mine looks good. Mine doesn't have any yellowing. This is the area that people were talking about. Yeah, mine looks good. Looks great. Thank goodness. At least there's that. Okay. All right, so there's his arms. There's Magnus's arms. And then how am I supposed to... There's his head. Just found his head. Whoa, that is cool. He may not have light piping, but he has... You probably can't see it on camera, but his eyes have that same chrome gold crap in them. As you can see, the camera doesn't want to focus for me. Focusing! Okay, it doesn't want to do it. Piece of crap freaking camera. But yeah, he has chrome gold in his eyes. Dang, that's real fancy. Real fancy stuff. Okay, where to now? What am I doing? Okay, so I was on the right track. The arms fold down here into his sides. Ooh. He has the matrix thing in here. Ooh. He has an energon matrix in his chest, just like Optimus. Cool. Anyway, I keep getting distracted. Oh, I see. Now it wants me to do this. Wait, what? Oh, right there. How is it supposed to... It says here it's supposed to slide in. The heck? I don't trust that. This is supposed to tab into there by shrinking down, but it doesn't want to retract, so I don't know how the heck it's supposed to go in there. Just move on, I guess. Move on to the next thing. Okay, yeah. I have to get this out of the way or else it's not going to fold in correctly. How is this supposed to work? I don't understand. It just says push down, but it doesn't want to. I don't get it. I don't get it. I need help. Hi, sorry I'm a bit late. Oh, hi. Yeah, you're good. I'm just struggling to understand how to get this thing to work. Also, that reminds me, real quick, I almost forgot I was going to do an Instagram post about me going live. Let me take care of that real quick. Sorry, I'm just doing the Instagram thingy right now. Let's do this real quick. Unboxing live stream. Okay, and I need to make a link. Share, copy link. There we are. Alrighty. Sorry, just trying to wrap this up just real fast. Love the vids, by the way. Thank you very much. Love to hear it. Sometimes I doubt myself, but hey, I've gotten this far. So I mean, I'm doing something right. Sometimes if I don't feel like I am, but let's do that. And come on, what else? Autobots, I am tweaking right now. I just need one more. Come on. Where's a good one? Okay. Sorry, I was just taking a bit of a break and doing that real quick. Okay. Back to this guy. All right, how are we going to get this to work? All right, Magnus. Yeah, that's so weird. It just says on the instructions to slide it down. So on here, it has this white bar. There's this bar right here that's supposed to extend down so this peg can go into the hole up here to keep this from rotating. But the problem is it doesn't want to extend downward. It just keeps staying right there. So like I don't understand what I am doing wrong. And I don't want to brute force it too much because I don't want to break this thing. So like what am I supposed to do? What the heck am I supposed to do? I don't understand. Like, do you just really have to get very specific with it? Or, like, how in the hell does this even work? I just don't understand. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. I'm actually tempted to call up Linkamus Prime and ask him. Oh, man. I'm actually tempted to just call up Link right now. You know, I might just right now. Link, where are you? Give me 1 second.
Yo.
Hey, are you busy right now?
Yo. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, what's good?
I just have a quick question.
Yeah.
Can you see my camera?
Yes.
I'm having a hard time with Ultra Magnus.
Oh, yeah, that part.
How do you...
That part stuff. Yeah, you literally have to force it down, and you have to make sure that that little hole is aligned with the peg.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, you have to force that down. It sucks. It is the worst part of the transformation.
Okay, thanks. I was sitting here like pushing on it, and I was just like, it feels like I'm gonna break it.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, no, it sucks.
Okay. All right.
That's the worst part.
All right. Just wanted to make sure I was doing this right.
Yeah, you're doing it right, unfortunately.
All right. Well, say hi to the live audience.
What's
Of like-
up, live audience?
Of like 3 people.
Oh. Hello, 3 people.
All right. I'll talk to you later. Thanks.
You too. Peace.
Bye. Okay. All right. Well, this sucks. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That absolutely sucks. Well, I'm glad I called him up because now I know that that's just how it's supposed to be. And then that goes into there. Now we move on. Okay, so it looks like this is where we're at the moment. Oh, these have to go right there and then lock in the backpack. Perfect. Okay, now we have to do what? Got that, got that. That folds open. Man, these instructions are kind of garbage. Not gonna lie. Alright, so this literally just extends downward. And then this tabs over that. That is kind of garbage. That is kind of poo-poo. I don't like that. Magnus, for some reason, has this huge gap in his body right there. I think you're supposed to be able to fit the blue bolts figure in there, but what? Yeah, I guess that's just how he looks. All right. Now I got to take one half of it. We're still on just Magnus right now. You got to be kidding me. Though I think Optimus might be a little easier. Did I get it in right? Okay. All right. Well, here is Ultra Magnus. Just trying to get him all situated. Man, what a figure. And I mean that in both good ways and bad ways. Like, man, what a figure. Hello there. Yep, he cannot deal with that now, and I cannot deal with it now. Yeah, there is the Magnus with the longest shins. You could land a plane on those shins. All right, then. I guess that's him. Also, he has these big thrusters right there on his back. Those look cool. Yeah, I don't like the big hollow gap right there in his chest. But again, I think it has to do with the blue bolts figure, but I'll deal with that later. Okay, that's that. Let's move these out of the way. And if I move out of the way, I mean throw away in the garbage. Okay, so what does it say here? Blue bolts. So it turns out blue bolts. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the reason why Magnus has the big gap in his chest is so you can fit. Basically, you can blue bolts here is a weaponizer. You can tear apart blue bolts into multiple accessories like guns and such. And one of the bits of this figure goes inside Magnus's torso. So that's what that is. So that's why he has the big gap. And yeah, it looks like there is kind of a weaponizer mode that you can give Magnus with blue bolts. That is for the combination. That's for the Omega Prime combination. Okay, I think we're done with these instructions for now. I think we now have to focus on these instructions. Okay. Sorry. Oh, I'm a child. All right, what do we do here? Okay, cool. So we're already doing what I suspected we were going to be doing earlier. There we go. Yep. I suspected that this was part of it. And it is. There we are. So yeah, that bit comes off, and this forms into like a battle station / battle armor for Optimus later. We'll deal with this in a second. We're just going to focus on this portion, this big cuboid thing. All right, cool. So I'm assuming this just folds up. You can see the chest panel. I want to get a better look at that Optimus Prime chest panel. Oof. Look at that. Okay. Now let's see where we're going with this. All right, now that we've done that bit, now we have to remove. Okay. There we are. Oh, this is also part of the super. Okay, then. That also has to be taken out. These fold down. These fold out. Oh. Okay. Interesting. All right. Fudge, man. Oh. Oh. You have got to be kidding me. So my Omega Prime, the abdomen area looks good for the most part. You can't really see it, but there is a teeny tiny like hair thin crack in there, like scarily small, like thick, like grain of hair thin crack. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go in there and fix that. You know what? Now that I think about it, we might have to end the live stream pretty soon here, because what I'm probably going to have to do now that I realize is I'm probably going to have to end the live here, and then I'm going to have to go and modify this Optimus off camera. So, because what I have to do is I have to actually break open this whole abdomen section, and I have to go in there and modify the part so the abdomen piece doesn't break on me. And yeah, because again, all the QC problems have been about the Optimus and how the Optimus has this problem with the abdomen, and I personally don't want to go to the hassle of ordering replacement parts. So yeah, I may have to at least stop with the Optimus right here and have to deal with him later, sadly. Which is funny. I'm still transforming him right now, even though I just said that. I'm still like folding out his feet and like I'm still like transforming him for the most part. But I may have to end here so I can deal with this stuff off camera. But holy crap, this guy is huge. Like even just his legs even. Dang. I love those windows on his chest. What do I do here? Oh my, look at that head sculpt. I'll at least show this to you guys while I've got you. Check out this Optimus Prime head sculpt. Dang. Look at that. Dang. All right. And again, you can kind of see what I was mentioning earlier about the chrome gold eyes. Like because he's even got them here too. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to stop him right here so I can go in and fix that abdomen section and get it fixed up so I don't have to bear having this guy getting broken already. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on that for now. I'm very nervous about handling that. But hey, Blue Bolts here looks really nice. I like Blue Bolts. Very nice scale, very nice posability, very nice head sculpt in there. All kinds of posing options with Blue Bolts. A lot of fun to be had with this set. Just again, requires a little bit of effort and work. All right, I got these, got the road bits, got this. Yeah, I completely forgot about the QC problems, so I'm probably going to have to postpone the Optimus section of this and have to... I was planning on looking at everything throughout this live stream, but now I'm starting to realize that I kind of can't do everything. But hey, I at least unboxed it, and you guys are getting my first initial thoughts, because again, this is all stuff I'm going to talk about in the review when I eventually do the review on this Haslab. Wait, how does this fold up again? This bit folds. This bit folds. Oh, like that. Okay, I got it now. There we go. Fold those away, put those over there. All right, well, that is basically it for the live stream unboxing. It didn't go for as long as I thought it would. I thought we were going to be pushing around like 2 hours-ish. But again, I realized that there's some flaws I need to fix. So also, shout out again to Popular Bald Kid for the 99 cents. I deeply appreciate it, even if it's just a small contribution. Didn't even have to. So again, just thank you a lot. You're like the first one to ever do that, so thank you very much. Also, I should mention my next review is coming up soon. It's already been recorded. It's in the middle of editing right now as we speak. I just need to get back on the editing wagon and start editing it again. It's for Age of the Primes Deluxe Class Soulless Prime, so expect that video sometime out this week. And then I'm debating about what to do next after Soulless Prime. Probably not Omega Prime yet. I'm still probably going to be working out some of the kinks with this figure, but it'll most likely be a Studio Series figure. Like probably I have a few options. I have the 86 Constructicons. I also have the Dark of the Moon Q. I have B-127 from Transformers 1. I also have not reviewed the Age of the Primes aerial bots yet, Slingshot and Air Raid. So I need to review those two as well. But point is, there's multiple options. But I'm definitely going to try to keep up on the reviews while I'm still also working on this Omega Prime video as well. But yeah, that is basically it for this live stream unboxing. Thank you all for joining on with me, even though it didn't go for as long as I thought. But again, nonetheless, thanks for joining on. Thanks for the donation and just, yeah. And Cerebro is going to kiss you guys goodbye.